Hey, Kelly. I think you're on mute. Can you see my screen? You're on mute, Kelly. You need to unmute yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. There you go.
Go ahead.
Arvin.
Cool. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. You look like you're ready to go stroll on the beach.
No, it's a little cold, so I can't. I got this little thing I have to put on. So, do you do any distressed properties?
Yeah, we have a program, an iBuyer program that's exclusive to eXp Realty. So those are coming up more and more now. In fact, I probably wrote about 20 offers in the last 2 months. Unfortunately, I did not get any of them. Some of them were quite crazy where, there were like 50 responses.
Or 50 people respond to the same?
Yeah, well, 50 people, like one, I'm thinking about one house in Torrance that was next door to one that just sold 2.1 million and it was listed for 700,000. The winning buyer offered 880 for it. My offer was, like around 750, so I didn't get it, obviously.
Well, I'm going to show you another way. I think I'm going to keep this a short way, but I can give you 2 different ways to get special offers. So finding distressed properties, do you work with RPR? Have you ever used RPR?
Yeah, sure, all the time. I mean, I generally use it for a snapshot of a property if I'm trying to find value.
Okay.
So
RPR, if you look at this segment, you put your city in wherever you want to find properties. You look at this advanced feature here. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you click on the advanced feature and it will drop down. You need to do all properties. A lot of people do it for sale only. You don't do for sale, do all properties.
Okay.
And if you scroll down, if you look carefully, this will all be checked out for you. It says for sale, pending, and for lease and that. Uncheck those and non-distress. So now you only got distressed properties that are showing up.
Now, Arvin, why does your screen look a little different than my typical screen that I see?
What, RPR?
Yeah, because, well, I mean, let's see. Maybe because I'm seeing the CRMLS header on it.
So is mine, yeah.
Okay.
So you have the same thing. It's a large CRMLS right on top.
Okay, well, maybe I never noticed that before. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't use it frequently. I use it now and again,
Well, if you use it this way, I'm showing you Long Beach. You have to put a city in the California to it, so that way it finds it.
Got it.
Otherwise, you won't find searches. Then you do a search. This is where you click on it, and it goes through a different option. Now, this is where it's going to find all the different properties once it loads.
Okay.
So it's found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 properties. If I go to small, well, let's do a big map, and there's all your different properties off market. Sometimes it'll be on market. So those are
I'm sorry.
Those are distressed properties. So something's going on, and you can see this one is probably for sale, or not. This one is off market. Looks like. So if you go down to the bottom part of it, it shows you how it was recorded in that.
Got it. So usually it's a notice of default or it's a foreclosure action or something's going on with it, even if it's off market, right?
Right. So if you do history, for instance, if you click on history, then it will tell you a lot of notice of trustee sale, or there's various other information will show up. And in this case, notice of trustee sale will be showing up. So somebody might be going through for probate or something like that.
Yeah, you know what I started using? I started using the toolbox property profile,
Right.
because that sometimes can give you a little deeper information than normal, and so it's kind of like, it's almost like running a prelim,
I know,
but
but look at this. I mean, I'm just saying this one is for the search only.
yeah,
It doesn't matter if you guys want to find it or not, but it's giving you the date and time when this was recorded.
no, that's great. I mean, thank you very much for showing me that, because I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you'll find all the summaries and everything from here. So if I go back to search, and it gives you the pricing also. If you notice, it gave you $400,000 or so, and it gives you certain pricings. You're like, this one is 306
Okay.
value wise. This one's doing $1 million. There's 368 here, 478. So there's one ways to find properties. So
That's great.
Yeah, this is distressed properties.
No, I have a client that, oddly enough, she got approved for 800,000, but she's a single gal and she doesn't really want to have a payment that high.
Mhm.
So she's really looking for around like 500.
Yeah, so
and
there's a couple of ways to find it, but I have another solution for the same thing. So watch this one here. If you are driving around via Google Map, and say you're looking for properties in Westminster, for instance.
yeah,
So put your man, you look at the man down here, bring him up, and you can put him on the streets. And you go to the street view. This is how you're looking at the street view. Now you see this property or a few other properties surrounding here, like
yeah,
this one here. Then there's the street address. So all you need to do is highlight the street address right on top and copy it. Then go to matrix. Now you've done CMAs before. So if you do a search detail and active under contract pending close, and you will do a single family, put the address in here, paste it, and you'll see Westminster will come up. So bear with me, there you go. So now, just for argument's sake, put 3+ and 2+ in
right.
that area, because I'm just suspecting square footage for this particular property, I would say 1,200. So
Yeah,
I'd say maybe 900 to 1,500, and then do a result right on top. Once you get to the results, it will give you the layout of certain amount of properties. You can do a quick survey of what the pricings would be. So drop
nice.
the 700s and something else. Oh, watch this. I'm gonna actually, I shouldn't have done that. Sorry, my mistake. So I'm gonna take the 556 all the way down to 700s. 705. So I'm going to select all of these. So I've selected all of those and do a cloud CMA. That's what you really want to do. I think I've shown you that, how to do it.
Right.
So if you do a cloud CMA, it will get you to this point. I'm just going to put test here. And I'm going to put the property address in there, paste it. There's the property address. So it's about 2,800 actually. So I goofed up on my numbers. So I think what we should do is, give me a second here. Let's close this. So let's revise the criterias.
Mm-hmm.
And it says 2,800. So we're going to do 2,200 to about 3,500. Let's see what comes up here now.
Well, one thing's for sure, the price, the square footage is a little larger in Orange County, generally speaking.
Right, but I'm just giving you a value of how you can figure it out in your area. It doesn't matter where you are.
Right.
So here's some numbers I'm giving you. So I'm going to remove a couple of ones. The last one is $1 million, and the top one is about 722. Let's do a CMA now, and it'll give me a better understanding now. So I'll do a test. I'm about to show you something unique. So this is what you're going to have fun with. So it's 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. So I'm going to do a quick search. It'll give me a price point. Here's some price points. High is 989, low is average 842. That's fine, but here's what I'm trying to get at. So let's customize and create a report. And once I publish the report, I'll show you what I'm looking at. You see this part here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to skip it right now. And one of the ways you'll find out, you see there's a dollar sign there. Notice that? Just above, there's a dollar sign in the circle in the center.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, and there's also a request offer. Okay, so
Okay.
if I request offer and say get a cash offer now, have you seen the inside of this property? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say, is the property a fixer? I'm going to say yes. And will the seller consider discounted quick? Yes. And if you submit this, investors are going to come online and they're going to actually submit an offer to you via email. Between 24 to 48 hours, you'll get an invite. They'll send you all the information. And this is what it's going to look like. Let me open up an email here. So she got an email from an investor. Can you see all that?
Yeah.
Okay, so purchase price for her was $4,455, close of escrow 15 days, deposit $3,000, deposit type, wire to escrow, deposit, everything is spelled out. So what you want to do is you're going to write an offer on behalf of them, and you're going to double end it. So you're going to write this offer. So what you're going to have is a cover letter, which you're going to create a certain cover letter. You're going to take the first page from the RPA. You're going to take the LLC. He gives you the LLC articles of incorporation. You add that, the first page, and then the proof of funds. So there's four pages you need to add to it. Just take it with you and door knock these people.
Okay.
So instead of door knocking all these people in a row, you now target select door knock. You can do it on a Sunday and then have all these offers ready for the next weekend.
That's a great idea.
So door knock them and say, all right, if you're interested in selling your home, I have an offer from a buyer. And it's in here. Now, I can't show it to you, which is legit because it's confidential until they are willing to sell. If they're willing to sell, then sign a listing agreement. There's two ways. Somebody said, well, what if it's a trick? I said, there's no trick. You don't have to accept it if you don't like the offer.
Right.
That's fair. Sign a listing agreement. So they sign a listing agreement. Then you show them the offer. I don't like it. It's too low. All right. Would you like to sell your property on the open market and we get you a higher price range? Then you negotiate how much they want to sell the property for and put the property on the market.
I see.
That's all legit and fair way of asking them how to sell the property, and you're done. Now, if they say no to the first offer and says, now I don't want to sell the property, all right. What you want to do is counter the offer from the investor and tell the investor, here's a counter offer. Would you be interested in coming up in price?
Right.
And they still have an inspection approval on 3 days inspection. They have buyers, 3-day approval of disclosures, reports, and things like that, and then a 7-day physical inspection contingency. You can write all that up. So once all that is done, if the buyer still says, I don't want it, and the seller says, that's fine, go away. You walk away from not having the entire listing. You just had a one-party listing, walk away and move on to the next one.
Sure.
Better ways to open up doors and sell the property.
No, that's a great idea.
Right? So
yeah,
this is it for the evening.
That's a great lesson.
Yeah?
I like it. I mean,
So
and I've heard of this. I just haven't done it myself.
This is, I've put this together right now and I've been working on it. It's just a matter of what you guys want to do.
No, it's a great strategy.
Yeah, I haven't taught the CMA yet because that's the next class I'm teaching next year. But it also comes with a DON 1004 and that. But that's the least of your problem right now. Just taking the Cloud CMA offer and basically taking and door knocking the clients.
No, that's a great idea. It's a great strategy.
Yeah, and you're done. That's it.
Very nice.
All right, that's the fastest class I've given.
No, I get it. I get it because I've been working on this, within EXP, and we've been working a lot with Wedgwood, as their primary, buy box. Yeah.
Right,
But
but this one gives you multiple buys.
right. Well, now we do have multiple buy boxes available to us right now. When we started about 90 days ago, we only had one. Now we have multiple. So
this one's been going on for quite a while. They've done over 60,000 properties purchased. So,
yeah, you know what? I just have to learn it. That's all. And thank you for showing me
apply
that.
it. Yeah, just apply it and off you go. You're done.
It looks great.
Yeah, easy. It's just a matter of numbers, basically. Are they willing to buy the property and that's it, or sell the property at that point?
Yeah, because some of these people don't have a lot of time left, and they really need to get on the stick and do something.
Yeah. So, and there's a lot of properties available. It's just a matter of what you want to do. So,
what's Huntington Beach like? Do you see a lot of distressed properties there? No, I didn't think so.
There's nothing. So Long Beach, if you go to Compton, Lakewood, you'll probably, I think, let's see if I do Compton, for instance, go to home.
I know there's plenty in Compton.
I don't know. I've never looked at Compton. A lot of people may not, but Compton would be a nice area to look at.
Sure. Although Compton's really popular with flippers now.
Yeah, but these people, the investors, are the same way. There's quite a few here. Showing
Oh, yeah.
up.
Yeah.
There you go. So, and the pricings are...
You're in the fours, usually.
Well, here's a 700. Here's one in a 700 here. So, and look at the numbers. There's quite a few. So
that's a lot.
Yeah, Compton's got much more that you can play with, and
yeah,
you could do much more sales that way. Just a matter of what you want to do, and that's the whole game plan. Here's a look at this. This is probably a rental property.
Oh yeah, totally. And I'd feel safe door knocking during the daytime, but not necessarily at night.
No, I don't do night. This is a multifamily, by the way, and then just go during the daytime. This is probably a location somewhere else. It's worth $900,000, and here's Roy Harris, Bernard Harris, trustee. It's just a matter of finding these people and take it from there.
Yeah, you're right.
And that should do it. In fact, on the next page, if I go to history, then the history will give me a little bit more information out here. There's Roy and Rita Harris, Family Press. Sometimes it gives you addresses from what I was looking at earlier. They don't even have a mortgage. The thing is paid off. It's totally paid off. So I don't know why they may be in foreclosure, but this is where you can tell when
probably a tax lien, maybe.
It could be. It could be anything. I don't know. So
lawsuit, judgment.
Yeah.
Judgment, maybe.
This was for sale, actually. It showed up for sale. So, but that's it.
Wow.
Let's try it. Let's just try something out here. Hold on a sec. Just no, let's get rid of these guys. That's why it's showing up so much. Now let's see here. So give me a little less, but there you go. Wow. There's your answers.
Yeah, when I said it was around 400, that's what I meant,
Yeah, now it shows up. Look at that. There's a property. But these are the people that will always say, yes, okay, I'll take the property offer.
Yeah.
And you're double ending it. So even at 400 times 6%, so 4 times 624, $24,000.
Nice.
Right? So
Yeah.
there's your answer. Looking at the
Yeah.
wrong areas, but Compton would be the one way to look at.
Well, I live in Carson, so it's very easy for me to market in Compton because it's literally like 3 miles from the house.
The only problem with Carson is it had a pain in the butt. Carson City wants
Tell me
everybody
about it.
in the office needs to be registered with the city of Carson.
I know, and it costs like $600 to do it. And I paid it last year, and I didn't renew it this year, but I am going to renew it because I do have a sale coming up. So.
600 for one person or 600 for the whole office?
No, one person.
Well, they were telling me $35 per agent. So
that's not true.
That's not true. I think that might have been about 7-8 years ago.
Yeah, a long time ago, because now you have to, state your sales history, and because I was new, that's why I had to pay the full boat.
They told me $35 per agent for the entire office. So I had 2,800 agents. I said, "You got to be kidding! I have to pay 2,800 times 35." He said, "Yep." I said, "Forget it. I'm not going to sell the property." And I walked away from it. So.
Oh, and here's the bad part, Arvin. If you're
up?
trying to do an open house and you don't have a business license,
Right.
they steal your signs, and then they make you they'll give you a fine. You have to go to the Compton courthouse to appear in person, and then you have to pay the business license anyway. So it's really brutal, and a lot of people find out the hard way because they try to skate around it. And when I was I was out looking at open houses about a month ago. 2 people in a Carson City marked vehicle were going around to each open house and checking their signs, checking if they had a business permit, and of course, most people didn't. And so, it's a big lump of cash to have to pay, especially if you're sitting open for somebody else. That just
adds up, right?
Tangled.
So yes, Carson. Look at the properties in Carson.
Oh yeah.
So you got a lot of. There's a close to 131 properties.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but if you don't have to do open houses or anything. If you sell a property with an investor, you don't have to do anything, right?
Well, that's true. If you're not gonna, put on the MLS, or you're not going to,
what about the city of Carson's inspection before closing escrow?
They do not have it anymore as of September 21st of this year.
So there you go. You start knocking on these guys.
Yeah.
Do a CMA on these people and start knocking on them out.
No, that's a great idea. You're giving me lots of ideas here, Arvin.
So there you go. All right.
I should be paying you.
Nah, that's okay. So, all right, I'll let you go. I'm going to record this and post it on YouTube.
Okay, well, thank you very much. That's great.
Welcome, sir. Have a nice
day. I really
day.
appreciate it.
All right, have a nice day.
Have a happy holiday.
You too. All right, take care.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Bye.